So today I'm going to talk about annotation, the importance of it, why a lot of people recommend annotation, and the ways that you can build your own skills and create an experience of annotating that you like, also while showing you my own. So what is the general point? Here are some examples that I pulled from the web that are various ways that people annotate. Annotation has like no specific idea of how it should look. It's just how it works for you. So the point of annotation really is to understand the deeper meaning within the text. It's always to find more than just what the words that were written by the author, or even like you can annotate pictures, what the artist intended, infographics, what the information is trying to give you. So here you see that people are highlighting, using sticky notes, writing directly in the book, um, lots of arrows, symbols, connections, and things like that. So learning to effectively annotate. A couple of tips that I have are color coding, rereading, and patience. So these pictures depict why a lot of people color code, and how just different colors mean different things. And this has no specific, I know that here there are a lot of things that cross over between the graphic in blue and then the one with the sticky notes at the bottom. They have some things in common, but there are no like certain like restrictions on what highlights mean. Rereading, I think rereading is so important because it personally, it helps me find things that I didn't find before in reading. And it can help you see things in a different light than the first time you read them, because now you know what you're looking for. Color coding is also helpful when it comes to looking back for specific instructions or details about things, and patience, because you do have to be patient, that this is a process that happens over time and you're not going to be an expert overnight, just like in anything. So my process is to read it through once, highlight key ideas and themes, read it again, and then add notes about each section, because I read in sections. It just helps me organize my brain better. And then to summarize. So I like to summarize with comparing with teachers and classmates to see if we're all on the same page or if I need to clarify some things for myself. So making it your own. This is a very important part. Finding symbols that work for you. There are various symbols here about how people, one is in French, but that's not the point, is to find symbols, circling, arrows, exclamation points, things like that, that help you recognize where things are when you look back at your annotations. And then here's some of my personal examples from my reading from class and stuff. So on the top left, I have some examples of how I define words, how I highlight them, and then I add the definitions in red to help me focus on what I need to retain from that word and how that word is benefiting me in the long run. And then we have how I summarize the text on the side while I'm reading to help make sure that I'm comprehending what I'm supposed to comprehend. And the last thing that we're gonna do is the chant and cheer, well, at least for this little segment. So the chant is a simple, it's a simplification of what I think annotation is and how one should go about that. So it says read, highlight, take notes, and repeat. So reading, just reading the text or the information that you're looking over, highlighting the important parts, taking notes, and then repeating. So read, highlight, take notes, repeat. And that's something that you can repeat when, or think about when you're annotating and when you're thinking of how you want to go about the process of annotation.